welcome to my organized life, where I'm trying to get my life organized. So if you don't know already, this channel is about budgeting and planning and getting our lives organized, and I'm just here to share my journey in doing so with you guys. And these videos keep me accountable, it keeps me going. I do make budgeting fun in my own way, and I just wanted to share with you guys as a beginner that it's not always as easy as the people that are more into this make it seem like, because I do watch a few other budgeting and planning videos and it just seems like they got their shit together, and I'm just like, oh, I'm a mess. I am a mess. But I'm gonna own that mess and I'm gonna share it with you guys. So with all that being said, let's dive on in. This is my Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom. I bought the printable version of it and then I just threw it in this cheap dollar store binder that I glammed up with some Michaels paper. I absolutely love it. Right now I'm going through, I did buy the 2021 savings challenges, so I'm going through and doing up all of my envelopes. It's a labor of love. So not all of the resources in here are Miko's. Some of the stuff are just online resources that I found online or bought online to kind of throw into this and make it my own. I love the kind of like title pages that she had throughout the Budget by Paycheck workbook. However, to save on ink, I just went with quotes because that was the easiest for me and I really like it. So I did get these. What they are is they are magnetic bookmarks. So I'm trying these out because I was getting a little bit annoyed with having to flip through the pages. So I've got one on my current paycheck, and then my next one is on my trackers. And then the next one opens up to my envelope tracker. And then the last one opens up to my sinking funds. So today we're just going to do a check-in. So we want the trackers. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and add everything up alongside what I should have and make sure everything's where it should be. So I'm just going to do up a quick kind of tracker in its own sense for that. Alright, so now that we've got this here, let's go through. So I did already look at my accounts and they are where they should be. So in debit we have $153.39, and then in savings, this technically says we have 0, but actually we do have some in savings. I don't know if I should add it in. I think I'm just going to leave it at 0 because I have exactly what because I have a $40 cushion, and then so I put that in as bills, and technically I am tracking that I took that out. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm still working this out. And then also my just in case, which I'm tracking that as a sinking fund, so I'm counting that as taken out as well. So I have $42.90 in my savings account right now, but technically that is spent money, so I'm tracking that as 0. So on here I'm also going to track that as 0. So $153.39 is our total for the accounts. So now we're just going to go in and check our envelopes and change and all of that. Alright, so here I've got all of my envelopes and my change. Shouldn't say all of my envelopes because I have these ones as well. Okay, so now I've got all of my envelopes. Okay, so we are just going to start going through them. So in beauty, I haven't spent any of this, so we should have 35. So 10, 20, 35. So 35 in beauty. In pet, we've got nothing. I left that in the account thinking that I needed cat food this paycheck, but so far they're actually still good, so we'll see. I put them on a diet though, so I'm not feeding them as much as I normally would be because they are a little bit fluffy. They're cute, but fluffy. Okay, so in miscellaneous, I haven't spent any in miscellaneous, so we should still have 80. So 50, 60, 70, and 80. Okay, groceries. I shouldn't have any in here. I technically have $1.05 for groceries in cash, but we're just going to count that in change. So I did go and spend some. We did buy some groceries. Okay, so cab money, according to this, we should have 50. So let's see, we got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So we are good for cab money. Okay, so next is lunch money. So it says we should have 41.05, so there should be 40 in here. So 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. Okay, next up is food. So I've got 10, 20, 30, 40 in here as well. Okay, and then for change, so we've got 75, 85, 95, $1, 10, 20, so $1.20 in change. Okay, let's add this all up and see where we're at. Okay, so $246.20 is what we have on hand for cash. So then we're going to add what's in our debit account. So $153.39. So right now we have $399.59. So it's not too bad for halfway through the week. I'm really hoping to be able to save as much of that as possible. Okay, and now we're just looking at cash. So according to this, we should have $246.20, and we do have $246.20. So we are tracking everything good. I do check-ins a little bit differently than people. Some people on YouTube go through and show you guys everything that they've bought throughout the month. I feel like showing you my trackers is pretty much doing so without going too in-depth. We haven't spent a whole lot. Mostly for me, check-ins are to make sure that I'm tracking my funds right. So since this adds up, I know that I'm good. However, if this didn't add up, it would be easier to go through a week of spending and try to figure out what went wrong and maybe fix an error that will potentially cause me a headache in the future when I go to try to close the month or the paycheck or anything like that. It's just easier to go through a smaller period of time. So I like to check in with my budget. And then again, when I close my paycheck, I'm making sure my budget's good. It doesn't always work well. For example, when we closed January, so here we closed January, I was over by $37.32. So I had $37 extra than I should have, which kind of confused me a little bit because when I go to January's I like to close each paycheck as well. In this book, she gives you the opportunity to close the month, but I like to close my paychecks too and see how I'm doing budget-wise on all of my paychecks. So this one, paycheck 1 in January, I was 72 cents short, which I knew that would happen because my grandmother needed something, so I bought it with my debit card. It was $15.72. She gave me $15. So I knew I would be missing 72 cents from that one. I wasn't too worried about it. And then paycheck number 2 as well, my difference was $0. So I'm not quite sure where this $37.32 comes from. The only thing I can think of, and it's the reason why I'm taking my cushion out, is my cushion around this time, I believe, was at $40. It was $30 or $40. I can't quite remember. So I think that that might have something to do with it. I'm not too sure. I'm still fairly new to this. I'm trying to figure things out. My budget is very confusing. I probably do things really confusing because I'm still learning, and yeah, hopefully this month we do better. I am a part of the Facebook group that Miko has for anybody that's interested. I will try to remember to link that down in the description if you guys are interested. She has a group on there, and everybody says that it took them at least like half a year and sometimes more to kind of get accustomed to their own budget and figure things out. So we will get there. It is slow going, but we will get there. So that is everything for this video. All right, so right after this, I'm going to be recording a video on how much we saved for January. So if that's something you're interested and you're not subscribed already, please consider doing so. And make sure you ring the notification bell. That way you guys can be notified anytime I upload. But yeah, I think that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, take care, and hopefully I'll see you next time. All right, guys. Bye!